Hello, this is Roland. Today I want to read a little bit to you from one of my favorite things, the Sermon on the Mount. But not just any translation of the Sermon on the Mount, but the Sermon on the Mount translated from the Aramaic, painstakingly and carefully translated from the Aramaic by the Yunnan Codex Foundation. And here I have in my hand a copy of the Kabor's manuscript, which was found. And then some of the New Testament was translated. The Sermon on the Mount. When Jesus saw the crowds, he ascended the mount, and when he was seated, his disciples drew near to him. He began speaking and teaching them, saying, "A heavenly attitude is theirs, those whose home is in the Spirit. Theirs is a heavenly state. A heavenly attitude is theirs, those mourning their wrongs, they shall be comforted. A heavenly attitude is theirs, those with humility, they will gain the earth. A heavenly attitude is theirs, those who hunger and thirst for justice, they shall obtain it. A heavenly attitude is theirs, those whose love is without condition. They will therefore receive unconditional love." Very beautiful. Now let's focus on the very first one. A heavenly attitude is theirs, those whose home is in the Spirit. There was a place in the New Testament where it said something, or Paul said something about being seated in heavenly places. He was talking to the Christians and saying that they were seated in heavenly places. Well, you know something? Paradise begins as a state of mind. Your mind is either close to heaven or very close to heaven, or even in heaven. Now, in heaven, see, where does all good come from? All good, truth, true love, kindness, patience, forbearance, long-suffering, wisdom, understanding. These things come from heaven. That's the way it is in heaven. And they come from heaven. And so when you have a heavenly attitude, you have an attitude that's touched by heaven, or in heaven, or from heaven. That's where you're coming from. Maybe that's a good way of putting it. Some people are coming from heaven. Some people, like Hitler, other people are coming from hell. Now, there are a lot of people that are kind of stuck in between. They're not in heaven. But they know that it exists, but they're not there.